Hello everybody, this is Shelf Dive, the YouTube channel where we discuss everything on a shelf. So today I wanted to go over 10 Marvel Legends, 10 of the most wanted Marvel Legends after Deadpool and Wolverine. This is a pretty loose list, I'm not going to take this too seriously. I just wanted a fun way to talk about the movie and figures and, it's very loose, fun discussion. Hopefully you guys enjoy it too. Okay, so first we're going to start off with something a little, this is a casual one, sort of an honorable mention. We got movie Deadpool here. The reason why I wouldn't put this on the list is because we got a new one coming soon. This figure's pretty good. This is the original from the 2-pack. This is not the Legacy re-release. I don't know if there's any difference because I don't have the new one, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. He's actually amazingly double jointed pinless, and for a figure in the arms, and for a figure that came out, this was 2020. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Pinned legs. This is a good figure. He was sought after for a really long time, and it makes me happy that, he's going to be more available for more people, and that there's a new one coming out, and he's going to have more vibrant colors, which I actually prefer, so I'm pretty excited for that. So this is like an honorable mention. This is one that I don't know if people are going to go after this one, or if they're going to wait for the new one. It was smart to release the Legacy Collection one when they did. Pretty interesting. Alright, now our official number one is going to be movie Wolverines. Okay, so this is the Legacy Collection one, the new one. It's strange. It is like on the body of the Amazon exclusive figure, right? But he has the head of the X-Men Origins Wolverine single release, which, I'm not gonna lie, it's not my favorite head. It's alright. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I just don't know if the hair is what gets me. Now, I think when I get the new one that's coming out in the Deadpool Wolverine wave, I'm going to put that head on this one, and that's like my ideal Wolverine. I actually used to have the X-Men Origins Wolverine one, but I sold it. I wasn't too crazy about the figure, especially the head sculpt. I didn't like the head sculpt. So this is just a placeholder for now until I get a better head. And also this guy. I think people will have a renewed interest in this guy. I remember panicking and trying to get him when he came out, but he actually was not that hard to find. So I wonder if there's going to be a renewed interest. It's a very good figure. One of the older suited bodies, but I mean, love the head sculpt, love the detail, love the paint, everything. It's very cool. All right. Moving on to the next one. It's going to have to be any sort of Gambit. So this is the X-Men 97 Gambit. I know it's like in a cartoonish style. I wasn't able to get any of the non-cartoonish style Gambits, but I really like this one. And I think there's going to be a renewed interest in Gambit figures, especially since in the film he carries, sort of a comic accurate costume, which was really awesome that they did that. So I have to imagine, people are going to want a comic accurate Gambit figure, and maybe they'll make one based on the film. Maybe not. We'll see. But for now, this will do. Yeah. So there's that one. Next up, we got Blade. Okay, so this figure is pretty interesting because he's not really that good. This is the new one in the Mindless One wave. He's not that great of a figure. How he looks great. The issues lie in, sort of articulation. His arms can't go down all the way. He can't move a whole lot. But here's the thing. I think the last Blade before this was like in 2017 or whatever. So it's just hard to get a hold of a Blade in general. So it makes me wonder, like, okay, what's better? Like having a not that great Blade or no Blade at all? I'd rather have this. He's not perfect, but he looks awesome. If you don't move around too much, he looks great. The head sculpt is really cool. I know people were not thrilled with the fact that he only has a screaming one, which I understand. But, he's pretty awesome. And he came with a lot of accessories. They're not here, because I don't really display them with him, but, they're pretty awesome. Sword. Yeah. Okay, next up. Any sort of Elektra figure. So I've got two here. I've got the one from the 3-pack. I would love to get this one in red, but I also think the white costume is pretty awesome. I mean, this is a great figure. From the Daredevil Bullseye Elektra 3-pack. So I think people are going to be pretty interested in Elektra figures pretty soon. Her Psy have a hard time staying not bent, but that's a problem for another day. Still a very good looking figure. And then we've also got this is just a fun one, the Woman Without Fear Elektra as Daredevil. I like this figure. But yeah, I think Elektra figures are going to be a little more in demand. Maybe the MCU one will too. I used to have that one. I don't know where it is anymore. But we'll see. Okay. Next figure on that list is any of these X-23 figures. I don't have them, so I'm going to be showing images of them. You know, she didn't don a comic-accurate costume in the film, but I have to imagine there's still a renewed interest in her, especially since I imagine she's going to have a pretty big role in comics going forward because, you know, after the Krakoa era, she was a big character carrying on into the new From the Ashes, like, comic reboot. You know, she's starring in Nyx, and then I also believe she's getting a solo series. So, hey, I mean, if X-23 is to take over from Wolverine in the new universe or whatever, I've got no problem with that. Alright, next up, we got some Loki figures. We got Loki, the Mobius figure. That was a Target exclusive. I used to have these figures. I don't anymore, so I'm just showing images. They were pretty okay. I definitely slimmed down my MCU collection, so that is why I don't think I have them anymore. But they were nice. They were good, and I do really enjoy the show and the whole TVA concept, and I liked how they used that in the film. So I have to imagine, like, maybe people will want, like, TVA army builders or something for their displays. Okay, so next up, something that I think will go up is, like, people are going to really want after this is Mystique and a lot of the rest of the Fox figures. I don't have them all here, but I remember they only made like one wave of them in 2020. It was like Mystique, the Deadpool 2-pack, a few Wolverines, the Professor X, and Magneto 2-pack. There was a good variety of figures, but they didn't do more than that, I don't think. And it's kind of a bummer. So hopefully they'll do another round of that. They're pretty nice. This one especially. She doesn't go for a lot when I bought her a couple months ago, but who knows? Maybe there's a renewed interest in the Fox universe and something will happen. We'll see. But yeah, good detail on the figure. Yeah. Okay. Next up. Another figure that's probably going to get pretty popular. Patch. I'm glad I got this one in the 2-pack when I did. He's pretty new. I really like how he looks. I really like the comics he's from. I like the 2-pack that's based on Wolverine 8. I actually have a graded copy of that comic. Yeah, I think this figure's... You know, a lot of people were introduced to the idea of Patch. They didn't really know about it until now. So I have to imagine he'll get pretty popular. Now, on top of that, I think other comic Wolverines will get pretty popular. This is the Wolverine from the Sabretooth 2-pack. I mean, this one already is hard to get a hold of. I would say it's probably going to continue. Sabretooth himself. Sabretooth had a pretty cool role in the movie. I mean, it was like 2 seconds, but it was funny. And sort of reminded people of the Sabretooth and Wolverine dynamic. Yeah. And they've been selling this one in stores recently, I believe, which is kind of crazy. I think this was from it's one of the BAF waves. Oh crap, I can't even remember. Anyway, I found this guy at Burlington for $10 like 6 months ago, and now they're selling them for full price in Target, which is crazy. So I don't know, renewed interest in this figure, or maybe just the character of Wolverine in general, I suppose. I don't know. We'll see. And I know this guy's popular. People are also going to really want this one, if they didn't already, because he's already pretty expensive. The X-Men 97 Wolverine. I'm glad I bought him when he did. See, I bought that whole wave when the show wasn't on air because it came out pretty early, and everybody was like, "What the hell are you doing? Like, why would you do that?" I'm like, "Trust me, like, I'm not a reseller or anything, right? But I understand these were gonna be hard to get, and once the show came out, they really did become hard to get. So I get it. Um, it was a good learning opportunity for everyone. We're like, yeah, don't wait. Just if you want the figure, get it, because man, if you wait till the show comes out, oh man." Okay. I have a this is a whole new category. I'm like this figure in particular. I have to imagine people are gonna want, or a version of it that's updated, is this biker Wolverine, and that is because of the cameo of Henry Cavill in the movie, because he was playing like a biker version of Wolverine. It's a pretty cool figure. It's definitely older, outdated, but nonetheless, it's very nice. So maybe people will want this one or an updated version of this one. I got this one in December for like $30. Brand new off of Amazon. So he came with an alternate patch head, which was interesting. Yeah, but I like the figure. It's definitely the face sculpt and all. It's not definitely old and outdated, but I mean, it's got a lot of charm to it. And it's well done. It's very stylized. I enjoy it. Okay, another figure I'm glad to have right now because a lot of people are going to want this one or a version of it. Flame On. Yeah, I love this figure. I actually did get him at Walgreens. I got all four of the Fantastic Four from Walgreens back when they came out. I think it was like 2018. Oh my god, that was a pain to get them all from Walgreens. Mr. Fantastic was definitely the hardest, though, I will say. There's a new Phoenix coming out. I'm very excited for that new Phoenix. I want to take one of the flame pieces that she comes with and put Johnny on top of that, because, you know, I don't know if I have room on my X-Men shelf to display the new Phoenix with all that, but I want to make use of that flame piece, so I'll use it on this guy. Alright, so that just about does it for my list. Another figure, I know they're reissuing like the carded 80th anniversary Deadpool, but this guy from the Comic-Con 2-pack from last year, I wonder if he's gonna spike. I got him last year. He's really awesome. He came with so many accessories. I don't have them all here. They're in my box of accessories, but I like this alternate head, and I like those finger guns. They're really awesome. I will say, just before we go, I'm not a reseller. I don't plan on doing any of this to resell. I just like talking about it because I like buying figures, and sometimes it's tough to buy figures when things get expensive, and so I like finding the right time to buy figures and also discussing it with everybody else. I hope everyone else feels the same way and felt the same way about, you know, the positive side of toy collecting. It's supposed to be fun. I like the community aspect. I really enjoyed the movie. It was a fun time. I love talking about it. Maybe I'll make another video talking about it, but for now I just love talking about toys. So that is my video for today. I wanted to go over all these figures. Let me know what you guys all think, how you feel about these figures, if there's any figures in particular that you really enjoy or regret not getting or regret getting or wish there was a better version of or anything like that. So yeah, I love talking about this with people, so we can spark a discussion in the comments. And yeah, please subscribe. I want to grow my channel just so I can reach more people, and I love doing this for fun, you know. I want to really start a community. So I'll see you guys in the next video.